What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. And today I'm joined by Jahee and Changa. Jahee is from Switzerland and Changa is from Italy. And both of these guys are dancers, and so we'll be delving deep into dance, talking about finding connection within yourself and also present within yourself through dance. So if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like this page, comment, and also share it. If you're watching on Spotify, make sure you subscribe and also share it to other people. The more people we can share it to, the more people, the more South Asian men that can find our platform and be open to coming on the platform. So make sure you share the episode. And if you know anyone who would be interested, make sure you let them know so they can join on the platform. Otherwise, yeah, enjoy the episode and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. So let's start with the check in. And basically, we'll just go around, introduce yourself, your name, how you're doing today, how you're feeling. And one question that comes to my mind is how did you start your journey in dance?
Okay,
Yeah.
Changa, let you start.
All right. So my name is Changa and I'm from Italy. And today right now I'm feeling good. Yeah, I feel present. And so how did I start my journey? It all started when I was kind of 8. Like, okay, so basically when I was like a kid, I used to dance like randomly at home or just parties just to enjoy. And then like once it was my best friend's birthday when I was 8, and he did like big party, and even then I just started dancing randomly with some random stuff. And at the time, he already like started to took some hip hop classes. So then after that, like the mom of my best friend came to my mom and she said like, "Yo, why didn't you join also like hip hop classes and stuff?" So from then, I just started dancing, like taking hip hop classes. Were like, yo, this is dope, and it was just like became part of me. And yeah, that's it. But yeah,
Nice.
Crazy.
yeah,
Nice.
mm,
So from an event, party,
yeah,
friends,
dancing randomly.
that's where it starts, basically.
Yeah,
I mean, it's almost the same. Like my first like connection with dance, for example, it was in an event, in a competition, directly in a dance competition. I was maybe 6 or 7 years old that time, and I was kind of impressed. But already before, it was more like movies or video. We we, we already know like TV clips, music clips,
yeah,
Michael Jackson, stuff like this. So we were already connecting with all this culture, but directly, like in live moment, the experience was different. Then I understood how dance was powerful because as a child it touched me so much, but I felt not confident enough maybe to start it by myself on my own because we were more about doing like sports with friends but not like dance, you it wasn't that common in the culture or in our environment to get or to see dancers. So that was something like hard to start by myself. But when I was 12 years old, my childhood best friend, he's a Vietnamese, and still have contact with him. And he started like breakdancing because his elder brothers were dancing too. And then I saw him dance on the talent show, like school talent show. I was shocked. I was like, couldn't believe my eyes. He was doing these windmills and everything, but we were just playing, like a few months back, like together, like normal. And he didn't tell me like that he started dancing, but he wanted to surprise, and I was surprised. And then I started with him in the
yo,
in the house building, basically in the corridor. We just started with music like top rocks, and then I understood it. Yeah, I found someone I can like share with, this this passion or this magic that I felt when I was much younger. That's how it started,
yeah,
literally.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
My name's Jag. I like how you phrased that. Your first connection with dance.
Mm,
Um, and I think probably say my first connection with dance was probably like watching Tamil films,
100%.
watching dancers, and then like Prabhu and then after I probably found
Oh.
MJ after that.
Mm,
Um, and then also Britain's Got Talent. I don't know if you ever watched Britain's
Mm-hmm.
Got Talent,
yeah,
but there
bro.
was like
On
dance shows.
Yeah.
YouTube, basically on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah.
But this was way back. I think one of the first crews that I loved was like Diversity at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm,
yeah, that's how I kind of first came across dance, and then I only really started dancing quite late, just going to classes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and to be honest, like yeah, with dance, it sounds like both of you have connected to dance at a young age.
mhm,
Um, and it sounds like it brings you a lot of joy and fulfillment.
mhm.
So, what's your journey been from when you first kind of went to a first class to now? Like, how have you evolved through dance?
That's dope question. So how it evolved? I think it's like I think like dance is kind of like best friend to me. It's like also a mirror because it's like how you dance is how you are, right? And
Makes
it's like it helped to know myself more and get to know myself more, which were my like what I didn't like about myself or which part of like myself I didn't like. And it's a nice connection for real and like the way I saw dance when I was a kid then changed also about like how I grew up and now I just like want to do that like as like in lifetime, you know.
Mhm.
And but yeah, like doing this 12 years, yeah, like it was ups and downs. Sometimes I had some blockers and I was like, yo, I cannot move on now, but I knew that it was just like part of the process. So it helped me a lot to go through a lot like எப்படி சில சாமான் தாண்டறதுக்கு help பண்ணது and also yeah,
Mhm.
like spending time to myself with myself and build discipline, how to be present, and like change a lot of mindset. And here it helped me to grow a lot. And like while I was growing myself, like inner self, like also my dance was growing. So it's like like full exchange.
Synergy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
synergy. Yeah, exactly that.
Makes sense.
Um, can I ask a question? You
Mm,
said you came across like obstacles and struggles.
mm.
Um, how did you face them through dance?
Kind of accept them, like as part of the process and listen to them. Like, okay, how can this be useful to me?
Mm,
How can I move on with this? What's my body trying to say to me and stuff like that, you know? So then when you're trying to accept that and listen to the grief or like the mind blockage, then but you don't stop, like you keep like going and then
makes sense.
you find new things. Like I remember like once when I was doing a workshop and like the teacher said like just when you are really tired you start doing new thing because then your brain is tired of what you are used to do, so you start trying to do a new thing, right? So like those stuff really helped me, so yeah, in this
Nice.
way.
100%.
Mhm.
Makes sense, bro. Nice.
Mhm.
Really nice. Yeah, I would totally relate with this process as well. Totally. Just to not repeat that part, but the rest, it's really more about how much I tried from the beginning to now. For example, like different styles or different type of music already, or with different type of people I've met, etc. And I kind of like tried different styles, and I was kind of beginner again every 2 3 years in my dance process. I would say, like if I dance, for example, for the 10 past, if I just count the 10 past years, sorry, I maybe did some choreography for 2, 3 years, and then hip hop freestyle for 2, 3 years, and now crumping for 2 years. So it's still all about learning, and I kind of tried
Yeah.
everything to know what I really like and appreciate. And that's the biggest process that I kind of experienced, I would say. The biggest
That's-
part of all these things, like how the evolution of it is really to know what I really love and like, because I went to all styles, like from funky to breaking to hip hop to everything. So I can still feel everything, and it helps me. So I kind of love all this music culture as well. It's still part of me, but now my dance is more proper to the person I am actually. Mm. So I
And
Hmm.
who would
mm,
you who would you say the person you are is naturally? How would you describe that person?
that person naturally free, bro. To be honest, who's someone who knows what he likes, and there's no limits anymore, because I just know what I want, and here it's like limitless, and the rest of it I don't calculate it anymore. You know, I don't know if it makes
Mm.
sense, but more like the person who is determined in what he knows. I cannot explain and put it in words about who really I am, because it's too much.
Yeah.
I can just define and say, yeah, I'm this, mate. It's
It
like
it
way
sounds
too,
like
it becomes way too deep, but it's more about, I know so much about myself, like Changa said before, and that synergy you get, but about the more you get to know that person, because you tried everything, so you got that experience, and now you know if it suits you or not, your energy or whatever, then everything. And so the person I am now is just someone who knows what he likes. Can be music, and the way I move or I express myself, it's proper to my inner self. But I don't know really who I am. To respond to your
I think
question.
I know what you mean, but it sounds
Mm.
like there's a level of self-awareness and like
Hmm.
more authenticity that's come out through dancing
Yeah.
from yourself.
100%. And I feel like it's still like the present moment is really won't stagnate. It keeps evolving. So
Mm.
that's the way. But more like now we know what we want, so it's gonna be easier. I'm not gonna waste time trying 10 other things like I did during the past 10 years.
Okay.
I really know what I like and love, so I can just keep working on that. So
Yeah.
yeah, kind of making me an expert in my own authentic way to express really what I appreciate. Mhm.
Hmm.
And you're doing crumping now.
Mhm.
What's what's different in crumping compared to the other styles that you've done for yourself?
For myself, when it comes to crumping, it's more about how real it becomes, because if you don't want to truly express yourself, or if you're not present, it's really in a spiritual way, I would say. It's way more connected to all these ancestral dance or whatever. If you just take the basics, like stomping and feeling that grounding, you take that energy from the ground, and you connect also with what comes from the head, above, and you can really feel the what's inside. And if you're not true to your root, true expression or whatever, we can see straight through your dance. So you cannot fake it. That's really the big difference already. Because even when you see someone like who really an expert in crumping, his presence already changed the whole energy from the room. Just the way he presents himself, and how much he just express his character or whatever. And to the other styles were more to me about being some having some kind of freeness as well, like you free, but at the same time, you can always kind of adjust and just suit or do what kind of move that looks good. But in cramping is really not like this. When you feel it, you don't know where it goes, and yeah, that's more that spiritual aspect that interests me the most. That I would say it's really different. I don't know if it makes sense, but from the
I
other,
think
I won't say that the other than dance itself, it's spiritual, whatever, all movements. But in cramping, in the basics, straight, you tap into the real rawness of it. These emotions and that body awareness, that power. It's a powerful dance as well, and you use everything from inside to express it, to construct and like expand it. It's like expanding your dimension. What's inside you quickly expand it around, and everybody is taking in that energy, and it's like a tsunami, bro.
Do you feel like you've found your style yet, or do you feel like you're still searching?
I think like in a way I found it, but it's like I still have to define it, and it's like a lifelong process because like still learning new things. So how can I just like put them into my stuff, So yeah, I have like my style, and how can I put like the other stuff inside myself and adapt it to myself? So it's like lifelong process, and yeah, but yeah, that's it.
Nice. It sounds like both of you are very like interconnected with dance, almost like inseparable. But then obviously like coming from like Asian families, Tamil parents, how do they what are their expectations from your dance? Are they supportive, or are they like actually, you need to be careful? What's their like mindset around it?
All right, so like I'm really grateful to my parents because like since the beginning, like they did everything for us, like for me and my brothers. So their goal was like, so here in Italy, there are like very Konjata Muraka, right? So they came here alone without anybody, and they were like, okay, they might like my child that have to connect with everyone. So like they just so they just like, okay, go to like take piano classes so you can just get to know like other people. Go to violin classes so you get to know other people. And then so they were like really supportive, and so yeah, they were like really supportive and so grateful for them. They would like also my dad like was like he was really supportive. He would like bring me to every also in Switzerland just to make some competitions, stay with me the whole days, and really he's like one of the big supporters he was. And yeah, so that's a great part, and I'm so grateful for them. And yeah, that's it. And I'm also so grateful for the teachers as well, because like they understood also my family situation that at that time. So they also saw the passion I got at the time. So they like came across to me and just like build some connection also. And so I'm so grateful for everything that I saw and every single step I made. So yeah. But yeah.
Yes.
Makes sense, bro. So nice. So nice. It's so important to get the family support. It is really important, but even if you don't get it, it's not a big deal, because if you're really confident about yourself, I think in the beginning I had to make it on my own when I wanted to like go seriously into dancing. And when you're really, really a beginner, in the starting is never easy,
Yeah.
It's so hard because people around you, they will just take you for a joker, when you're trying to get to be a dancer, because that the expectations when they are and where you at. And so for a career or a profession, dance was never seen as the best option by my parents or whatever. So in the beginning, they saw the potential I got in studying or whatever. So they didn't understand why I spent time dancing and not doing more in studying, even if I could pass like stuffs or do other things with my potential. When I why am I dancing? They were not understanding or getting it. So that was a process. After my teenage life, I would say, was getting more and more serious and having more serious stuffs with projects or whatever. They understood how much they could see the results and everything, and they started really support me like hard from that time and yeah to now.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's really dope,
And
man.
same for music as well,
Yeah,
because before
yeah.
dancing, the music culture with the keyboard as well. Like Changa, I
Mm-hmm.
started with keyboard when I was 10, and
Yeah,
so the touch with music, how much you already love music, and you saw these dancers perform for the first time, or it goes together mostly. You have music and you have
yeah.
dancing, the video clips or whatever. It made you kind of vibe all the time, and you just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
express that much on music you love. So yeah, my parents, like, in the beginning it wasn't easy. They were
Mm-hmm.
supportive, but not to make it serious, to take it like to another
Yeah,
level, and to spend so much time into it, and not as making much more money to
yeah, definitely.
in another way,
Yeah.
you know
Wait.
like
So
going with the
you have to
system.
be very like, in a way, in that moment where they're questioning something that's so passionate to you, you have to be stubborn, right? Or was it something that you kind of hid away first?
Um, how do you mean by hit away first?
Hid away in the sense that you told them you dance, but you pretend that you're focusing on studies, or did
Mhm.
you just say, "Look, this is what I'm gonna do. You have to like it or not"?
It wasn't like I never thought about doing dance as a profession. Like never really, but just for myself, I was dancing. I wasn't doing my always my homeworks or whatever, but I was still passing stuff because it was enough for me to listen to my teacher, for example. But the rest of
Mm.
the time, my parents don't see me studying because I may be training with a friend, or just, you know, or just going to an event or watching videos or stuff like this. They won't understand that
Mm-hmm.
part. I won't say
Mm.
that aspect, but when they understood how much I learned through this, and the person I become, and what can the all the things that I
Yeah,
received, and that I can give back. So they really started like recognizing and seeing it. So I think it's really important to share with the parents, and to make them attentive about what you're truly doing, and how much the impact that it has on you, and through that what you can do to the world, and to kind of give them that confidence is really important. And if they're still not supportive, that's it, egal, because if you're confident, you have to make it on your own in the end of the day. So you
exactly.
have
Yeah,
support or not, that it, it,
yeah.
it should not like really influence you that much. But if you
Mm-hmm.
get that support, it's always good to the heart. So it's
Mm.
only
Yeah,
for that part. I think it helps, but in the end of the day, alone we can do it. We can make it
yeah.
because the
Mm.
passion is
Definitely.
enough.
Always.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. And
Mm.
in terms of like, other than dance, obviously you guys sound like I said, dance is very intertwined with you, who you are, helps you express your emotions, find joy.
Mm.
But equally, is there anything that you do outside of dance that brings you joy?
Uh, yeah,
100%.
definitely. 100%. Like, like other things are just like reading books. I love reading
Hmm.
books. And then listen to music, obviously. And then mm, like traveling
Hmm.
Mm.
and like connecting with peoples and just talk and yeah,
Same
like
here.
then taking care of myself and yeah, like yeah. I think that's it. Yeah.
Live life itself, right? We can't
Yeah.
say much,
Yeah.
bro, because it's life itself.
Yeah. That. But yeah.
Bro, yeah, mostly any activities. Mostly, I love chilling with friends. I love exchanging. I
Yeah,
love just like talking. Most of time, I do this, and the
Mhm.
rest when I chill with dancer, that then it become like dance session at the same time. That's the difference a little. But otherwise,
exactly.
I'm just with people, or most of the time also alone. When I'm alone, just like sometimes gaming, listening to music, whatever, consuming, watching animes, everything that can
Yeah, animes,
give me
animes.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, you guys probably say. So
Um,
life in the end, yeah, life, friends, family. Mm.
yeah.
and I guess go into the more, I guess, controversial topics.
Mm.
Um, Social media, how do you feel it's impacted your dancing in general? Has it been good for you, mental health wise, like career wise, or has it been more actually a burden? Um,
Or
yeah,
Okay.
let's go, bro.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay.
go in any
So
order, by the way.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think for me personally, it helped me a lot to like connect with people because otherwise I'd like nggak ada kali cerita Martin or just even with Jai, I shouldn't have the opportunity to connect with him, and like I think like social media is a tool to get like to feel like real experience, right? So to build real connections, to build real experience, to grow yourself. Like if it's like used wisely,
Or
and yeah, and it's also like kind of resource to learn a new thing. Of course, just not just if you see a reel about something, just not just believe 100% what is in there, but also then research about it more. So I think it's kind of useful, and it was useful also for my dance stuff. And so yeah, to connect with more people, to find more events, also like jamming sessions or like even battles. So it was kind of useful.
And is there anything that kind of makes you? Because I was speaking to like Aaron and Sid about this, and there's obviously certain things that are really good because obviously like it does get more people into dancing, more people aware
Mhm.
about the history of dance and everything. But equally, are there like, or is there anything that makes you angry about the social media about how it's impacted dancing?
Maybe like the fact that like with also some like kind of TikToks or like easy
Mm.
dances, like the history part of the dance is like hidden, or like they kind of mixed out without that awareness of like the like how did it come from, or why is this doing like that, or why the step is like that. But it's kind of nice that dance it's kind of spreading. Yeah, maybe like the search of like attention is like the purpose of like why you're doing it is not like mm, kind of healthy.
Mm. It's more
Mm,
like for attention versus
yeah.
from within.
Like yeah, I don't say like for everybody it's like that, but like
Yes,
maybe
yeah,
like yeah, in some cases I don't know. Yeah. But
cool.
yeah, but everything is like right? So isn't there is like for someone dancing is not the main thing, so they're just having fun, so that's good, right? But yeah, but yeah.
100%.
Mm.
From my point of view, I would say there are a lot of good things because it's made to connect with people with who we truly vibe, and we can find them on the internet straight and just message them and connect whenever wherever we want in any country, as long we get the budget just to move out, and that's it. So that's the best part of it, and to create like real moments, like to connect also with the question you asked before, Jag.
Mhm.
For example, with what we do in the rest of our time. So just meeting them, and we get to know each other in a different way. We do different other activities, not just dancing, billard,
Mm.
bowling or whatever, it's tennis. You never know, but it's more about that part. That's the best thing, and how much we. The difference is really how much you live for to produce stuffs to be consumed, I would say. and more how you connecting with these people to have real good moments. Like I don't know if it makes sense, but not just to
Definitely.
creating stuffs to post them, but more having a great journey together. So in the
Yeah.
past years, I was more focused about that thing. That was my personal experience. So I would say social media helped me a lot to grow as a dancer, 100%. But the rest of it, yeah, I was always getting tired of overconsumptions of content. People tend to produce so much things, and I understand because it's how the world works nowadays as well. Because people see you on the internet, and if you have like good things, whatever, then you connect easily. But I also don't understand why there's so much like dance on the internet and not when I go out and when I want to session or meet people. But outside, I don't find that much people dancing. And that's the
Definitely.
real part of it. And before social media, that's how people used to cultivate, like live the culture, I would say, going out to the clubs or street or sessions. And it wasn't really always about checking the phone and seeing each other on the internet.
Exactly.
So I would
100%.
say really it's good to have a goal to reach out a lot of people with your art and basically to be seen and share what you truly want to do with a lot of people. That's why it's done, and that's the perfect part of it. But not, yeah, just to do short content without true, like, purpose behind. And there's too much content of it, and that's the saddest part, I would say, because it kind of hides the rest of like dancers who want to maybe tell something to the world, and you see so much of dance content that you would maybe get tired and you won't even spend like few seconds to see it,
Yeah.
because you're like, oh, dance again. Then yeah, oh, maybe it's another like TikTok, like normal like challenge thing, and maybe yeah, I don't know if it's the same because maybe I'm watching like these things like dancing all the time. So the algorithm is always making, his thing, right? Like sending me dance contents on my field. But for the others, I don't know how it works. Good and bad, I would say it's this being able to connect, but that's what I like. I prefer having like real moments and being able to learn
Exactly.
from a
Yeah.
person straight than being on the phone. And because before I was doing it the same. I was watching people on the internet and learning how to dance. But now that I get to know some people and have a community, whatever, so it's different how you're approaching everything with social media, whatever. And if you
How
want to make
how do you,
and create a fan base, simple.
but how do you like, I guess, educate people? Because obviously a lot of people will watch TikTok and all these kind of dance and
Mm-hmm.
be like, oh, it's cool, like you're getting X, Y, Z views. But like, how do you convert that into dancing for passion or dancing um for just being present with dance?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Yeah. How you can convert.
To have a real answer to this, bro, to educate people how to use it, I would say it depends because it's so well done to be addictive that it's a never ending thing. You just watch a crazy video of your friend who posted right now, you watch it 10 times, and then you have like kind of dopamine, and then you keep scrolling, and maybe then you waste some time. And I would say you should know when you're using it, like a mailbox just to message someone or to exchange quick a video that you saw, and to work and to connect maybe, then just over consuming and watching like 1,000 videos one after one. So I think that would be the way how, yeah, I don't know, maybe I talk
Yeah.
not right now about how to use it, but when it comes to doing the art and how to educate people, I would say just sharing what we do, and maybe doing making it with subtitles or with
Mm-hmm.
interesting caption explaining about how much it is important to understand or share our knowledge, and more dancers are doing this, so it's really good. It can be also about mental things or social things, whatever things we speak about. In short reels, people tend to post more and more contents that are more and more educative, and I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a switch, I think, from the COVID
Mm-hmm.
part when we used to see so many trends, and now. Mm.
Definitely. Definitely.
And Changa, like, how would you? I guess if let's say you were teaching a younger version of yourself, like let's say the younger 8-year-old version of yourself, how would you, I guess, teach him to connect to dance from a
Mm.
more
How?
within way, if that makes sense? Like, what would you
Oh,
tell him the steps to do?
yeah. Well, can you repeat this question?
So, like,
Like if
imagine that
an
you had the
It's
8-year-old version of you sitting in front of you. What would
yeah.
you, how would you teach him to connect to dance from an authentic way as opposed to doing it for clout or, for fame?
First, like I'd say to like feel the music, so how to listen to the music,
Hmm.
and so because that's the key, right? Like the main thing is the music, then foundations and stuff. So then when you're feeling the music, then you are not doing for fame, I guess, but you are just like feeling the music, right? So then the purpose is to feel the music. So when you
Mm.
have in mind to feel the music, then you're feeling the music. So I will teach like that at the beginning, I guess, and maybe also like then like showing how can be like connecting with other people. So like bringing them to some jams or some like getting to know with other people, how would they dance, making them to contact with more people, and then like asking them like how they felt when they connected with other people and how they felt, like doing like a checklist, like how did they feel at the moment, and yeah, like yeah, pushing to the part of exchange and like connecting with people, and yeah, pushing the importance to that one, to that part. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And would you add anything to that, Jahi, as well?
To that,
If you were
yeah,
speaking
with
to your
kids,
younger self.
we can't go too much into explanation, whatever. We just need to show them that
Mm.
the right example, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
so they understand. So as long as you feeling the culture and living it, like music, understanding the vibes, they just gonna connect to it straight. They're so
Yeah.
sensitive to everything. So I think nothing much to add. Just to play
Mm-hmm.
because they already played full mind. They free. So we just need to show how we kind of play. Dance it becomes amusement as well. So
Yeah.
they just gotta connect to that part and not being too strict or not speaking too much with them. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
just vibing
Yeah.
straight, and
Yeah.
they just gonna
Yeah.
feel it.
And I guess
Exactly.
in a way, like I guess if you did that with adults, in my head, I'm thinking is like if you did that with adults, so like on social media, if you did that, and I guess you guys do that on your videos. I've seen your videos. You connect to the music, you connect to the feeling. Because
Mm.
you do that, although there'll be people clicking it for likes and all of these things, there'll also be other people who will understand where you're coming from, the feeling, and want
Mm-hmm.
to learn from you in that sense. So I guess by
Mm-hmm.
being that person and representing who you are through music, through dance, through the culture, you kind of would teach that to other people in that way, if that makes sense.
Sûrement. It depends, like எந்த part வந்து நீங்க சொல்றீங்கன்றது அவைக்கு வந்து teach பண்ண சொல்றது.
Yeah, so like if you're right now dancing on social media and you're showing feeling, you're showing the culture, you're showing the history, and you're really expressing yourself, the
Mm-hmm.
people who are watching, they'll also see that and be like, oh, like I want to do that. I want to feel that way, as opposed to doing it for the likes.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah, the
think,
last part. Oh, okay, no, just
sure, if you want to speak,
no, no,
don't
no, no,
hesitate.
solo, no, 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 no.
Okay,
Solo.
bro. I think as long as you true to yourself and doing properly your work is gonna get to the people who want to receive it properly. And
Yeah.
it's not anymore about having millions of people seeing you without any true connection.
Mm.
But if you have really 1,000 people who can truly connect with you, that's strong. That's really
Yes.
strong.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think, yeah, I don't need to go too much into the details, but I think you
Mm-hmm.
get it. Hopefully, the
Mm.
others
Yeah,
get it too, the people, the listeners who see you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yo, you got it.
I guess we'll move off topic, and obviously the platform is called South Asian Men's Space. As a South Asian man, what does that mean to you? Like as a Tamil man, what does that mean to you?
Like being Tamil, or
Yeah, just being Tamil, like what does that mean for you? Yeah.
yes. What do you mean dance-wise, or like being
Just in
like just
general, just
In
life in
in
general,
general.
general being Tamil?
So
What's
it's like,
yeah, man. Uh, like being Tamil is, and being aware of it is like being aware of your roots and where you're from, right? And being aware of where you're from, it helps you also to know where you want to go. So, like, we should like be aware of it, and we should be proud of it, and we should like know our roots and our traditions and understand them like in correct way,
mm,
so we can really push it to where we want to go and do it in the correct way.
yes.
let's
Mm,
go.
let's go.
From my point of view, bro, it's gonna be maybe controversial again, but I know how much this culture, or when it comes to Tamil, I know it's one of the most ancestral language culture still alive, but it's so old that we have so many history that is lost, and so many possibilities, so many changes through history and people, whatever. So it's more about like Changa said, being aware of these roots and how much it connects with so many other regions and history we don't know. Like it can be Tamil, but at the same time, I feel connected to the rest of the whole world. Like we truly one, because the Tamil who are Tamils right now, they don't look the same like back in the days. You know, I would say they were more darker, whatever. Like evolution happened, and sometimes I have people would say when I say I'm Tamil, people don't really, some of them don't really trust me straight, you know, because I have maybe another touch or even just the face or whatever. It depends now how much we go deep into the thing that separates us as culture, but I just know when it goes back to an ancestral thing as a South Asian community and Tamil, which is even older and everything, we
Yeah.
have access to all the knowledge and history, and but not from what's even older, you know, the scriptures that are lost, they are lost, and
Exactly. Yeah.
I
I
feel
guess
really connected with the Africans too. The more I go deeper, I feel like we were, when we say black people were the first humans, whatever, and I totally trust this. Yeah, I totally trust this. I don't know why, but now I feel like it's real, you know. But when it comes to human,
Yeah.
you know, it feels so logic to me. But at the same time, I won't say, "Oh, it's Tamil." No, it's African countries, you know, or yeah, just having the privilege to have so much culture and nourishing thing is what I'm proud of, and everything that it can teach me through all this knowledge we can get is crazy, bro. It's really way too
Definitely. Yeah,
crazy.
bro. Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
if you start, you can
100%.
go back.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Let's
man.
go.
Oh shit. Yeah.
You can go back.
This is random, but what's I guess based on everything we've just discussed, what's probably the best advice you've got ever that's helped you grow as a person, either through dance or out of dance?
Okay. So okay, the first thing that it came on my mind when you like told this question was like it helped me both sides, like dance wise and also life wise. It's the fact that sometimes during the dance I came across like some walls. Okay, I came across some ideas that were like the opposite of what I've okay. So Nanga, like when we grow up, we have some basics, we have foundations, and then we start to build like our building, right?
Mm.
But sometimes like something come and just destroys the building. So then like I was like whoa 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 whoa. So like everything was fucked up, right? I was like damn, I have nothing. But then and I was like so like demotivated and so.
So
But
all
then
these things.
I went to like the teacher and said like the sensei and like I told him like yo what you told me like destroy everything and now I feel I have nothing and he told me like that's good because like when you have no foundations you can build some new foundations but more stronger so you got the building higher
Mm.
and more stronger, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so then this it helped me to face like a lot of situations also in life because like when I feel like blocked, I was like, okay, this like just something that it helps me for my growth, for my stuff. So just don't just push it away, but accept it and just like accept it and turn it in like see it as a way to grow, like make you feel like stronger.
Mm.
I don't know if
Like
it
you can
makes sense.
always restart again with stronger foundations and
Yeah, and building like more and more big, right? Like yeah, being like yeah.
every time you
Mm-hmm.
fell back down, you fall back down, you build you get always stronger. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes growth is like this. You fall, it's here. You build something, it's here again, and boom, boom.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
makes sense, bro, because
Mm-hmm.
life is a mystery. It's surprising, or
Mm-hmm.
surprising us all the time. You don't know what happens, and
Yeah.
with really wise words like this, you can always get back to,
Yeah.
get your solid platform to stand on and
Yeah.
just rebuild stuffs again with the whole new
Mm-hmm.
vision with your experience. Yeah.
Yeah. In a way, it keeps you like open-minded to some new visions, right? So it just like yeah, it keeps you like open-minded so you can see instead of like pushing away other visions or other realities, you can okay, primeiro kalam like okay, so you can just trying to think about it, right?
It opens new doors for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
100%.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
For me, I would say I don't know who I heard saying it first, but it's just do what you like. Do what you like, and simple as it is, but mostly we forget. It is so simple that we supposed to just use this thing like in our daily routine, daily life, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it. In every present moment, if I want to grab some food, I like hamburgers, then I go get them. You know,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
simple, but in dancing, saying whatever, it's the same thing. And I know when it's right, and when it's something to like, then I know the efforts that I have to put to 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 get to the result that I want. So it's gonna get me to the right path, I get. I guess, to
Mm,
basically just do
definitely,
what I like.
definitely.
If you want to race in a nice car, you know you gotta get these 100,000. So you gotta make something to get this and do what you like. You know.
Yeah, makes totally sense, man. Makes totally sense.
Last question. I know time wise we're going on. So
Mm,
last question I have for you guys is when you follow your heart, when you go for what you like, and for for both of you, I feel like dance is connecting you to within. You're following your passion, you're following your instincts, your heart.
mm,
But when you're following your heart, there's always going to be people that break your heart. That things don't go right. Things feel like the walls are coming down, is crashing.
mhm.
Um, in those moments, and you've kind of touched upon it already, but in those moments, what advice would you give, different to what you've been given, to other people to kind of keep going and really trust themselves and trust their heart and trust what they're going after is the right thing?
Okay. I would say take some time for yourself and listen to yourself and try to connect with yourself deeply and like minchate latin would just be with yourself and like if we like let's like ask questions with just ungalora
Hmm.
like if we have like chumakap like if I
Mm,
have like just 2 years of living, what I will be doing like innocent to contribute in these 2 years, right? Like if I
Mm.
have just like limited time of time, how would I spend this limited time? If I had just 2 years, how would I love to spend these 2 years? And yeah, and then like find the values, your values, your personal values, and yeah, go and be like அதோட சேர்ந்து கொண்டு போறது.
mhm.
So yeah.
Nice.
And
Mm.
just quickly on that, you said ask yourself obviously meaningful questions. Is that how you would connect deeply, or is there other things you would do to connect deeply to yourself?
Asking questions, of course, and also meditating is a
Mm.
great thing.
Mm,
Nice.
And also like meditating, it helps you to also be present, right?
Mm.
So and connect like love deeply with yourself. So yeah.
mhm.
Nice.
Mm. Mm.
100%. And for me, mm, trying to make it sure the most possible in the most possible way. We when something happens that accidentally or whatever that surprises in our lives, and most of us we always confronted to these kind of situations, and doing more stuff, spending good times, and reminding people how strong we truly are, and not to let the mind speak too much to us, and our imagination hurts us mostly more than the actual reality. All the things, all the fears we get and everything, so not to be eaten by all these thoughts or whatever. That's why when you speak about meditation, then it's literally having good moments where you're not thinking too much, like you're playing, then you're so free,
Yeah.
you're in the moment. So it's a meditation. You're dancing, it's again the same thing, it's a meditation. You're reading,
Yeah.
okay, so again, when you're doing what you truly like, you won't just be alone thinking too much and drawing it, yeah, basically going falling more and more down. I would say it's only this, like
Yeah.
reminding people how much it's important to trust this life, this process. Whatever happens, you just gonna react it with the most intelligent way, because we know we will really, truly, really intelligent in the end of the day.
Yeah.
Every one of us, in their own way, we so intelligent, and we all different at the same time. And remembering how much people are special in their own way, and as much we hear, we really needed for something, or we here for a purpose, and we just gotta keep going with that
Yeah.
right mindset. Just keep going, living good
Yeah.
things that we like. And that's
Definitely.
meditation. Living is meditation, but when you live
Yeah.
here and
Living.
you're not present, it becomes a nightmare.
Yeah.
Exactly. Being present. Being present.
Let's get it, guys. I think it's this
Yeah.
reminding the strength we got. It's so real, and we can live so many moments
Yeah.
if we just trust
Exactly.
this instinct. You know, this life instinct
Yeah.
we got. We most of the time so much in our head that we lose it or we don't
Yeah.
trust it
Exactly.
anymore.
Definitely.
We're too far in our heads.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. And
we're gonna
I
do.
Yes.
completely. If you need help or if you just want to spend some good times whenever you come in Swiss, bro, you just hit us up, or you go to Italy, it's Changa. We
Yeah.
spend
Yeah.
good
I'm here,
times,
bro.
and
Whenever.
you
Yeah.
will find,
Definitely. Definitely.
that's the way.
Appreciate it.
We will find
Exactly.
love. We will fall in love again with life, with a new relationship, friendship, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and we can keep going these good moments.
Yeah. Exactly.
Keep connecting.
Maintaining, yes.
Yeah.
Final bit, checkout round. So just going around and saying how you're feeling, and anything else that's coming to your mind that you want to kind of express or share.
Like I love to connect, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Currently, I'm
100%.
feeling really feeling good, and yeah, thank you for like creating this, like for this connection this time together. So
Thank you
we
for coming on.
appreciate it,
Hmm.
and yeah, like I'm just feeling the moment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, I would say same in the end. Really grateful to be able to speak about these things and also
Mhm.
to be able to share what helps us, because life isn't easy. We all know at the end of the day, it's uh, so many goods and bads. Goods comes with bads and bads comes with goods,
It's
and
good. Yeah, exactly.
it's the way it is. It's the balance, and we just need to accept and go
Exactly.
through our choices. And that's how I
Exactly.
feel truly. I always feel like whenever I get some highs, then I feel like something comes back to make you fall down. So you get that happiness again, and you can always feel that appreciation for
Definitely.
life again,
Definitely.
and that's what makes it exciting at the same time, and
Yeah.
not always fun.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
but
how
yeah,
it
it's part
feels.
of the game. It's part of the game.
Yeah, bro. So most of
Yeah.
the time we just because of you, bro. We spoke about everything we truly
Yeah.
enjoy and make us like stronger and live better day by day. So
Mm-hmm.
that's important.
That's important.
Thank
Yes,
you guys.
definitely.
Thank you for
Thank you.
both coming on. I think the two keywords for me in my mind right now is presence and connection. So happy to connect with both of you. I've been a big fan of both of you. I see you on Instagram, and yeah, it's good to connect. So yeah,
100%.
thank you. Yeah,
Thank
Yeah.
you, bro. Thank you for
no
Yeah,
everything.
worries.
thank you, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Changa.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure. You
thank
already
you.
know.
Yeah, bro, you know, bro. You know, bro. You know,